Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the March 17th meeting of the Colonial School Board Directors. And please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to announce that the board met in executive session on March 3rd to discuss a market survey, salary survey. The meeting lasted 30 minutes. They met again prior to this meeting to discuss personnel, educational contracts, the CMS principal search, and legal and student discipline matters. That meeting lasted approximately 1 hour, and we went a couple minutes over. Dr. Christian.
We're going to go a little out of order this evening. We do have our high school orchestra here with Mrs. Derowitz, if they would like to come in. March is Music in Our Schools Month. Each spring, the districts participate in a variety of state-mandated and required assessments, and we certainly understand our obligation and the importance of the PSSA and Keystone exams, but there is something about performance assessment that just is, for me, so great to demonstrate the growth of our students. So, Elise, thank you for coming out this evening, and we'll turn it over to you.
Hello, my name is Elena Epray. I am joined here today with fellow seniors Ava Suarez, Grant Shubin, Nevi Martin, and Maya Hoffman. On behalf of us and the rest of the orchestra, we would like to thank you for inviting us here to perform to celebrate Music in Our Schools Month.
For us seniors, we have been involved in the music program here in this district for 8 years now. And that wouldn't be possible without the incredible music staff this school district has. So we would like to thank Ms. O'Connor and Mrs. Derowitz, our lovely director who's here with us tonight, for being our teachers throughout our years in orchestra. And we would also like to acknowledge Ms. Kaplan, Ms. Vankus, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Wilson, Mr. O'Neill, Ms. Kaufman, and the other amazing staff members who teach music in this school district.
While students can learn musical skills through this program, this music program is so much more than that. For us, orchestra has been a family that has allowed us to build confidence and express ourselves while sharing music with our community. We would like to give our sincerest thanks to the school district for supporting music and arts and allowing us to have this program throughout our entire time in the Colonial School District. With that, we hope you enjoy our performance today.
They gave me the job of being the chief. Here we go. This is so ridiculous. And just so you know, this is our PW ensemble. We do have about 54 students in our orchestra 9 to 12. This is our honors. They enjoy playing. They love back in person.
Thank you so much for coming out as we continue to celebrate Music in Our Schools Month. We look forward to the spring concerts.
Thank you all so much. That was so impressive. I'm in awe. Do we want to move? Oh, she's going to move it. Okay.
Next, we have the oath of office for Mr. Carpenter, our newest board member.
How do I turn this on? Is it on? Yeah, they brought their own. But is this on?
Only on the organization.
Okay. I, Richard Carpenter. I'm going to repeat after me. I, Richard Carpenter,
I, Richard Carpenter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
And that's it.
We have one other special recognition. Tonight, we're pleased to recognize Eric's Shop, the pharmacy we have been partnering with over the last year to bring COVID-19 vaccines to students and staff. With us tonight are Eric Abramowitz and Mark Ost. Thank you for being here this evening. For those of you who may not be familiar, we began working with Eric's about a year ago upon learning that the COVID-19 vaccine would soon be approved for children ages 16 and up. The pharmacy was quick to mobilize delivery of the vaccine to a large population of students and responded promptly when we reached out to them for assistance. We organized our first clinic for that age group in May of 2021, and when the vaccine was later approved for students 12 and older, we quickly organized another one for that age group within the same month. Another clinic was held in August prior to the start of the school year in an effort to offer students more chances for protection. Our biggest clinics were held in November and December after boosters were approved for adults and the vaccine was authorized for students 5 and older. Hundreds of families turned out to get the vaccine with their small children at these clinics, and despite the large numbers, the clinics went smoothly and without issue. Although there were certainly some tears and some fear among our youngest children when they went to the clinics to get their shots, I can tell you that the atmosphere of these clinics was almost festive. The families were expressing appreciation for being able to get to the vaccine so quickly and conveniently. Another clinic was held this past month, and though not as well as attended as some in the past, it's still great to give people more opportunities to protect themselves if they so choose. Should boosters be approved for our younger students, I'm sure we will continue to find ways to partner with Eric and Mark. Based on the numbers we collected from each of the clinic, we estimate that Eric's RX has helped vaccinate over 1,600 people in our community, and for that, we would like to express our appreciation and gratitude. It was easy to collaborate with you, given your experience and organization with these clinics, your professionalism, your responsiveness, and your readiness to assist with our many requests. You made it easy for us to provide opportunities for families to protect themselves against this virus, which ultimately makes our schools and communities safer. Thank you for being our partner and for all you do to promote health and safety in our community and beyond. If you would meet me at the podium, we have a certificate for you.
Thank you. You guys made it easy for us. All a lot of team effort, but our staff and your staff, and we appreciate all your help and support and many kids we put vaccinated. Thank you.
Thank you Have a great night.
I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented in items 5B through 5G. Is there a motion? Chris, second. Jamina, thank you. Any questions or comments on any of the minutes from these meetings? If not, all in favor? Thank you. I'd like a motion to approve the financial reports as presented in items 6B through 6M for February of 2022. And is there a motion? Thank you, Sharon. Is there a second? Beth. Any questions or comments for Mr. Zablowski on any of these reports or financial reports? Seeing none, all in favor? Great, thank you. A motion to approve the February 2022 Treasurer's Report. Thanks, Kathy. And a second. Jamina, all in favor? Any questions or comments? All in favor? Great. All right, now's the time for public comment on the agenda. Is there any public comment out there? No? Mr. Bogley, any online?
There are no comments at this time.
Thank you. We've already done our music, and that was just incredible. For those of us with no musical talent, it's even, I'm in awe of. Well, I said those of us. I didn't say all of you, those of us. So thank you for Ms. Derwitz to bringing the group out. It was great. Dr. Christian, Superintendent's Report.
Thank you. Motion to approve the personnel report and extracurricular contracts as outlined in 10B and 10C. Board action is requested for the recommended personnel changes. Appointments for promotion, employment, or transfer are subject to the presentation of valid credentials, employment verification documentation, and state mandated requirements.
Is there a second to that motion? Beth? Any comments or questions for Dr. Christian? All in favor? Great. New business, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Student reps. Emma, you guys want to start?
Good evening, Dr. Christian, school board members, and community. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to provide the March monthly schools report. White Marsh Elementary celebrated Read Across America from February 28th through March 4th. Students enjoyed special classroom activities throughout the week and a dress-up theme day for each day. Children's books were also collected and donated to the Colonial Neighborhood Council at the end of the week. On March 21st, WES will encourage all students and staff to wear their coolest, most colorful socks to raise awareness for World Down Syndrome Day. Students had a blast picking their favorite socks to wear to school. The PTO recently held its regular monthly meeting to discuss ongoing activities and to begin planning the end-of-the-year events, including the WES Carnival, which WES is excited to bring back this spring.
On February 11th, all students enjoyed their winter parties. Many thanks to the Ridge Park PTO for providing the funds for the craft for all students. Throughout the month of February, Ridge Park held its annual food drive initiative. During the month, students brought in food for the Colonial Neighborhood Council. Students donated the canned goods and personal care items when they came to school. Thank you to Ridge Park staff, students, and parents for your contributions. During the week of February 28th, Ridge Park completed their second No Place for Hate project. This focus was on gender bias. Students learned about this as they learned about Monet Davis and her accomplishments in baseball.
Plymouth Elementary began the process of inviting students to their Title I summer school program, which is scheduled to run from July 11th through July 28th. Teachers recommended students who are currently not meeting grade level expectations to participate in this program, focusing on math and reading skills. Plymouth Elementary staff and students celebrated Read Across America from February 28th through March 4th. Staff and students participated in activities and themed days to illustrate how fun reading can be. Some of these themes included Hats Off to Reading, Wear Something with Text You Can Read. The week-long celebration culminated in a school-wide Drop Everything and Read on Friday, March 4th. Plymouth Elementary also participated in Rock Your Socks in honor of World Down Syndrome Day. In their classroom, students will kick off their shoes and dance at a sock hop, and later that day, the whole school will head onto the story path to walk for awareness. Additionally, throughout the week, teachers will share read-alouds with their students so that they can learn with their friends what Down syndrome is and what makes them unique. Thank you to Ms. Bianca for organizing these activities.
During the week of February 28th through March 4th, Conshohocken Elementary celebrated Read Across America Week. Teachers and staff recorded themselves reading stories, and families were given access to the videos so that they could use them for a bedtime read-aloud. Students were invited to dress up as their favorite storybook characters, and the entire school participated in Drop Everything and Read. On Tuesday, March 1st, Conshohocken Elementary celebrated Poem in Your Pocket Day. Students were given a poem to keep in their pocket. Throughout the day, staff members would ask students to read their poem, and every time they did, they were given a ticket for a raffle. At the end of the day, a student from each classroom was selected to win a gift.
Colonial Elementary started the Before School program providing math and literacy instruction for students needing extra support. There are approximately 140 students in this program, which started February 14th and runs through April 21st. CES students and staff celebrated Read Across America Week on February 28th. Each day was a different activity to get students excited about reading. Some of these activities including dressing up as a word, wearing PJs to be cozy while reading a book, and dressing in CES gear to show school spirit while taking part in a brain breakdance activity. The students will also be participating in March Book Madness. On February 23rd, CES invited Kala Jojo, a national storyteller who treated the students with an amazing assembly. Kala Jojo has delighted students throughout the United States performing sensitive, interactive, and thought-provoking performances. He weaves songs into stories of cultural diversity, healing, and conflict resolution. The students were truly entertained by his stories and had the opportunity to participate in a Q&A session at the end. On March 4th, CES had their Winter Olympic Trailblazer Day. The students participated in some fun activities such as the Olympic snowball fight and bobsled race. A great time was had by all. On March 7th, the entire Colonial Middle School family paraded over onto the beautiful brand new building. The students were given tours, learned arrival and dismissal procedures, and practiced opening their lockers. The CMS administration are all thankful and appreciative to the school board, Dr. Christian, and the Colonial School District staff for making this possible. 3 Colonial Middle School Odyssey of the Mind teams presented in their competition at the Southeast PA Regional Competition, held and judged in person this year, on Saturday, February 26th at Bryn Athyn College. On March 7th, 3 CMS teams were informed that they will be advancing to the state competition on Saturday, April 2nd at Lock Haven University. Spring sports began at CMS on Tuesday, March 15th. CMS is incredibly thankful for the Transportation Department's hard work in helping students create a smooth process to get on campus and back. The student athletes are looking forward to a great season. Best of luck to all.
The PWHS girls basketball team has been on a roll. After being undefeated the entire regular season, they went on to win the district championship and are currently on their way to state semifinals tomorrow night. Congratulations to all the girls on their hard work and dedication. The PW Spring Musical, Newsies, is underway as of last week and has been a great success. Congratulations to all of the actors, stage crew, volunteers, and faculty on a job well done. The PWHS Unified Bocce team won the Montgomery County League Championships, meaning that they're headed for state finals on March 22nd. Well done to all the team members. Multiple members of DECA qualified for nationals. Congratulations to all the members for their hard work. And finally, members of the senior class are very excited to embark on their well-deserved senior class trip. The buses leave first thing in the morning, Wednesday, March 30th. This is the conclusion of our March 17th, 2022 student report. Thank you for all of your time. Have a nice evening.
Thank you both very much. Appreciate it. Now on to new business. Chris, A.
Sure. This is a motion to approve board policies outlined below on a first read basis. Policy 127, Assessment System, and Policy 216, Student Records. Have a second?
Will? Thank you. Any questions or comments on the first read policies? Seeing none, all in favor? Great. Beth?
This is a motion to approve administration's recommendation to continue the appointment of Ms. Colleen Techman, Human Resources Manager, as Colonial School District's Management Trustee on the Bucks and Montgomery County Schools Healthcare Consortium effective July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2024.
Is there a second to that motion? Thank you, Sharon. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Great. This is a motion to appoint Sharon Marino to serve as Colonial School District's Montgomery County Intermediate Unit Board Representative for a 3-year term from July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2025. And may I have a second? Kathy, thank you. Any comments or questions?
I do. I served in this role. It's awesome. You get to go to meetings with other school board members from the other 22 districts in Montgomery County. You get to learn a lot from what they're doing, you know, benchmarking the good things they do, sometimes seeing some things that you're like, man, glad we don't do that. But really a really cool experience. And Tina Valletto, who's in charge of it, is an amazing asset. So I hope you enjoy the role. Thank you for doing it.
Just from my understanding, so not to pour water on anything, but because the way that she was brought in for 2 years, does she have to run for another? Like, how does that happen if she decides not to run?
So her term would end, and someone else would have to be appointed to fill the remainder of her term if she chose to not run again or to resign from the board for any reason.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? All in favor? Congratulations, and thank you, Sharon, for taking this on. Jamina, summer programs.
This is a motion to approve the 2022 summer programs. Summer Literacy Blast, June 20th through June 30th. Summer Academy, August 1st through August 18th. Enrichment Camps, June 13th through June 16th. Title I Summer Programs, July 5th to July 21st. Colonial School District Summer Spring Camp, June 27th to July 1st, and Extended School Year, July 5th through August 4th.
Is there a second? Chris? Any questions or comments on these programs? All in favor? Great, thank you. Jamina, Educational Service Contracts.
This is a motion to approve the educational contract for the 2021-2022 school year outlined below. Melmark intensive staffing costs for one student at $174 per day. Residential costs for one student at $290 for school days and $464 for non-school days. ESY tuition for one student at $639 per day and $846 per day residential, as well as New Hope Academy educational services for one student at $38,400.
Is there a second? Will, thank you. Any questions on these service contracts? Seeing none, all in favor? Great, thank you. Will?
Yes. We have a motion to approve the contract with Bonfire LLC to provide access to their contract management software. The utilization of the contract management software was discussed at the February Finance Committee. Administration recommends Bonfire LLC to provide the contract management solution. Details of the product are attached to the board doc.
Is there a second? Yeah, Gail, any questions or comments? Mr. Zablowski, can you just quickly tell us what this is for?
The school district has many departments, and every department has certain contracts. This will centralize all that information, will provide more efficient communication and access to that information between departments.
Thank you. All in favor? Great. Chris, bid recommendation.
Sure. Excuse me. Motion to approve Jotin or Jotin, sorry, Jotin Roofing Company to replace the upper roof and lower cafe, the lower cafe connecting roof at Conshohocken Elementary School in the amount of $827,089. This project is identified in the 5-year improvement plan and will be completed over the summer.
Is there a second? Rick? Any questions or comments? All in favor? Great. Beth?
This is a motion to approve the agreement between the Colonial Board of School Directors and the Colonial Educational Support Professionals for the period of July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2025 as presented.
Is there a second? Chris? Any comments or questions on this?
I just want to say thank you to Mary Teese, Donna Lasciavo, and Robin Mitchell, and as well as our administrators and board members. It was a great negotiations and coming to an agreement so quickly, so we really appreciate all the hard work that everyone put into it. So thank you.
And I would just like to say this is probably about the 4th time I've negotiated with Mary Teese as head of CESP, and as always, they were very professional and not unreasonable, and it was a pleasure to have this negotiation with you and get to a conclusion in a rather quick way. So thank you, Mary. Any other comments or questions? All in favor? Thank you. Solicitor's report.
I have no report.
You don't need a mic.
Okay. I have a loud voice. Okay.
Community relations, Kathy?
I was not able to attend the meeting that was this past Monday night, so I'll open it up to anybody who was in attendance, was anything that they'd like to report, or Ms. Burke or Ms. Lester, if they'd like to report anything.
The issues that we covered were, well, first of all, we went over policy number 216 for the student records. We also reviewed our bullying policy, and we also covered talking about surveys to the community to determine how they would like to receive communication.
And I think also the matinee for the seniors on Saturday. Yes? Yeah.
Thank you. My people.
But I think that's done, right? Everybody who, anything else? Okay, thank you. Curriculum, Jamina?
At our recent curriculum meeting on March 14th, Ms. Gregaitis gave an overview and background knowledge of the Future Ready PA Index, which was released to the public on March 4th, 2022. Ms. Gregaitis explained how to interpret and understand the Future Ready Index report, demonstrated how to go to the Future Ready PA Index website and view indicators and data sources. They also provided us with a handout which outlined the keys for progress measures, which was given to attendees, and went over how to use it when looking at data. Ms. Gregaitis highlighted some of the before and after school and summer supports and resources that are being utilized in the district, highlighting our tutoring opportunities. And the committee also reviewed policy 127, which is on our assessment system, with the intent to have first reading at our meeting tonight and second reading and adoption.
Thank you. Facilities, Chris?
Sure. The new middle school building is now open. I know it was a very exciting opening day, and they were serenaded. The students and staff were serenaded by musicians from the CMS band, so that was pretty good too. But right now they're actually working on preparing for the demolition of the old building, and that's going well. PA One Call has been on site to mark all the underground utilities and applications to terminate those services like electric, gas, and water. Excuse me. Contractors and Dewey Engineering and the CSD facilities team continue to work together on all the remaining unfinished work, including punch list items at the new school. But it is really exciting. That new building is just beautiful. So the students are just so excited. So it's great to see.
Thank you. Finance, Will?
At the past finance meeting, we primarily discussed the adoption of the action to get this bonfire added. And we talked about our winning on the collections of previous taxes. I believe those are the two main things that we talked about this past month.
We also introduced the 22-23 budget, which will be further discussed at the April meeting.
Great, thank you. Human Resources, Beth?
No report this evening.
Chris, you wanted, is that you? Middle Tech School?
No report for that today.
Thank you. Intermediate unit, are you ready, Sharon?
I am ready. I have been attending, so thank you. Thank you for the nomination. The next board meeting for the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit is Wednesday, March 23rd at 6:45. At this time, it's still virtual. Also wanted to highlight that they are having an education diversity fair at the IU on Wednesday, April 20th from 5:30 to 7:30. And I encourage everyone to check the website for details and information on what the IU offers, including a vast array of learning opportunities for families and as well as for staff and educators. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody have anything to add for legislative?
Well, so I got my initials messed up. So when we just nominated Miss Marino to the MCIU, I was thinking that that was the other acronym that starts with the M. So,
Oh, good.
but we need to get you on that.
Yeah, it's not a fun job.
I didn't think you
No,
ever...
but it is a fun job. So I don't think we have anybody right now because that's what I used to do.
Right, but I didn't think you ever did the IU.
I've been attending, but they didn't have one this last go around.
Okay.
Okay.
So we didn't have an actually assigned, no one volunteered to take that on.
Got it.
If someone wants to volunteer to take
'Cause
that
it's
on,
really
someone
cool.
who...
I already
We
upped
can
it, so
talk
come on,
about
guys,
that
come on.
at a later date.
Okay.
But Sharon, congratulations on the IU anyway.
It's another M. I really apologize.
All right. Does anyone have any municipal or community liaison reports to give? Sharon?
For Conshohocken, I just wanted to name that the St. Patrick's Day Parade that was originally scheduled for earlier this month was canceled due to the weather, so it will be on Saturday, March 26th.
Thank you. And the Colonial School District Education Foundation, Gail, do you have a report?
I do have a report. So, so far this year, year to date, donations that have been given: 1,000 for each school, 500 for each library, 800 grant to Cynthia Slagle for her approved grant, 500 to Brian Weiner for his approved grant, 5,200 to Clint Rickard for his approved grant, and then there was an Avid trip that was also paid in the amount of $6,000. PTO and faculty meetings, the CSDF board has been attending and visiting PTO and faculty meetings to promote teachers signing up for payroll deductions. And thank you that teachers have started to elect for that. Feel the Love campaign, the goal was 4,500. That was more than doubled. So the amount that collected was $10,461. And then 299 teachers and staff members were recognized through the district. We are in the process of sending out 1,049 cards. So although it's 299 students, they may have received, each teacher or staff member may have received multiple cards. So the total number of cards is 1,049. And it is it's a process because I'm participating in it. So it's a tedious process, but it's worth it to get that information to the teachers. Donations for the Brittany Leinbach Memorial Fund for books and for school libraries total $1,260. The flea market is being postponed. We're still looking for Slaywick Orthodontics to donate a set of braces to the foundation. We'll get back to you on the postponed date. Sorry, and then for EITC, we are in the process of reapplying for a permit. More news to follow on that.
Great, thank you. Now is the time for any public comments. Mary?
Good evening. My name is Mary Teese. I'm the president of the Colonial Educational Support Professionals. And I would like to thank the board and the administration for the very cooperative and pleasant atmosphere while negotiating. It made everything work very well. And we would like to thank everyone for a good contract. Have a good night.
Anyone else have any public comments? Drew? Nothing? Are there any other board comments?
I do.
Okay.
Mr. Carpenter, welcome. So we sort of, we had a lot going on at the beginning of the meeting, so I just want to make sure we take the time to, officially welcome you. It is a cool thing to put your hand on a Bible and take an oath, and I always love to hear it, to be recited, to remind us all the importance of the job we do. So thank you for, volunteering for this role, and I look forward to working with you, and I love that we have all 9 here, and it feels good to be whole.
9 board members. No more ties.
Thank you.
And please ask anyone anything you need to ask. It takes a while to get up to speed. Right, Will? Sharon? We have 4 people who have just gotten up to speed, so now you can join in. So thank you for volunteering to do this.
I just wanted to briefly just again highlight the music. I was sitting here with tears in my eyes listening to the orchestra. It brought back memories of my oldest daughter who also played with Miss Derowitz. The songs sound familiar, and it was just such a sweet memory, and just how important music is in school for students and providing access. So just again, congratulations to the music department, and continue to do the work that you're doing.
I saw Newsies last week. It's outstanding. The choreography in particular, but I mean the whole show is great. So congratulations to all of our students. I know they have another weekend coming up, but really, really great performance.
Yeah, I'm going Saturday, so I'm really excited.
Any other comments from board or administration? All right, seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.